Bunch of criminals. It's a band of criminals. So them losing their job is a good thing. It's a fantastic thing. And like I said, if they are, I would say that I wouldn't say that about most people, but I would say that for criminals. Can't really be apologetic about it. And for those of you that are saying they're going about this the wrong way, again, I don't think you understand what eliminating waste actually means. Oh, well, you have to replace it with something. As the great Thomas Sowell once said when talking about things like even the Federal Reserve, when you get rid of a cancer, what do you replace it with? Nothing. Saw someone talk about, I believe I shared this, and there was a back and forth going on where some gentleman was going on about, well, they should have waited to be able to try to repurpose these all of these employees. I don't think you understand what's going on here. The goal here isn't to try to repurpose. You still have a problem. If you just took all of this 66,000 members and put them in another agency, you have another problem. Though the same problem, you just shifted the deck around, but the deck is still a deck. And this is why change, especially one that actually matters, I think is there's going to be a major pushback, as there always is, with anybody that tries to bring about legitimate change, right? I really wish it was cool to see Javier Milei, he linked up with Elon or whatever the other day. I really wish they took his approach. Crazy, all libertarians, they don't know shit. And then I'm watching these pro MAGA guys and such cheer on Javier because they see him carrying out a chainsaw. Yeah, libertarian is so stupid, and you cheering on the guy who is literally espousing of the same philosophy that I have. Right, libertarian is so stupid, but he's over there getting shit done. They have the best economy that they've had in so long, and really all he's there to do is just get rid of shit. That's all he's there to do. But that's a whole different point. What I will say is this: too many people work for the government. More y'all getting fired and forced to get real jobs, and maybe there isn't a job that's actually there for you because the government can afford to give you all fake jobs, and that seems to be what people don't realize. They look at the government like, because it really is, as this cushiony job. It's safe. It's someplace where you can be able to work for several years, decades even. But you think about why that is because the government doesn't operate like private citizens do. Private businesses do. If I spent like the government spent, the Rippaverse would be under tomorrow. But the government isn't a producer. The government steals from people, but it's not a producer. All the money that it has, it has to collect, stealing from the current populace and the working population, or stealing from people in the future. There's only two ways that they can get money. Okay. So whereas I have to earn people's dollar, I have to worry about the bottom line. My spending has to match with how much income that we're bringing in or revenue. These are all things that a private business owner has to take into consideration. And sure, there's like loans and all these other things, but ultimately the bottom line matters. With the government, the bottom line don't mean jack diddly squat. It don't mean anything. They understand that they don't have to be efficient. They don't have any incentive to be efficient. That's the government for you. The government has zero incentive to be efficient. They're working with stolen goods and money that they're going to get, whether they steal it from, again, current generations or future. They don't have to earn anybody's dollar. People that have to earn their dollars have to operate more efficiently. And that doesn't even mean that you're going to succeed, right? A lot of people try their best and they go under. It happens all the time, every day in America. Government, only entity that can do such a crap job, talk about deficit spending out the wazoo by the billions, spending by the trillions, going into the fiscal year, already admitting that there's zero way that they're going to bring in that revenue. So they have to deficit spend. They do it every year.